Hello, Ultimate Weapon Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Brave New World with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, A-Team got stuck, B-Team made it to Atma Weapon, and actually wiped him out pretty quickly. Not too bad. So let's continue our adventures, and take one step to get killed in a random battle. Yeah, these random battles haven't been too good for us so far, so we'll see what happens. Keeping in mind that the Ahrimans, as you may expect, come with, X-Zone, I guess? Pretty nasty. I don't really know what a good spell here to work on them is, and we don't really have the MP to be blasting a whole lot of summons. Let's try it, though. If we ever get a chance to do anything. I don't know which one I want to do here. Let's try Instant Death. It might work. What would death enemies be weak to? Probably Instant Death, right? Anyway, you guys get to see Tritalk. Look at that, that's pretty good damage. Let's just see if Cyan's attack does anything. 1 for 4, pretty bad. Alright, well, on the good news is I expect these guys all have MP that can be stolen. Maybe kill the other one in the back or something. Hey, they don't have that many HP. It's just, you know, last episode we were fighting these guys, and they basically forced us to run with X-Zone murder. 100 MP there. Unless that's all they've got. I mean, yeah, it might be all they've got. So maybe you can just Osmose them right away, or Rasp, and then they can't kill you anyway, because they're out of MP. Let's use, really don't want to waste our MP. Just save it. Because it's so difficult for me to recover MP at this point in Brave New World, I figure it's probably best to just hold on to it for emergencies. Condemn's fine, that's just countdown. Alright, well the good news is when they don't use X-Zone, these fights aren't too bad. I guess if I was a little bit more generous with my spell casting, the fights probably wouldn't be too bad here against them. It's just, I feel like it's such a waste to burn like 100 MP on a random encounter when you can't use a tent to recover. Alright, more of this area. I hope I'm not missing a ton of treasures. I feel like there might be some around here, but the random encounters are just too much. I don't want to explore on camera. I just want to get through this quickish. Left or right? Who knows? We're going to fight randomly first. I'm going to guess he's weak to lightning, because he looks like a machine. Looks like he probably is. Summoned Iron Man. Someone called Disney. Again, you know, you could probably use some MP here. See how much damage it does. I mean, what'd you expect? And then, again, oh. Who knows? It worked for the enemies. Let's do double X-Zone. And more Instant Death. You never know when Instant Death is going to suddenly stop sucking. I hope you understand why I don't usually, like... I know there's always some people that like status ailment spells, and like, you know, every now and then I get comments like, Blue, you should use this, it's really awesome. Like, certain enemies will die to it all the time, or whatever, but, I mean, you know my luck in these sorts of things, my luck is so bad with instant death attacks that you might as well just say they're do-nothing spells. They just waste MP. So there you go, X-Zone. So if this misses, we'll have 3 instant death attacks on 4 enemies that failed 100% of the time. So what is the point? And someone will say, oh, well, Blue, those specific enemies are just immune to death. You should somehow magically know that. Apparently, Terra just died for some reason there, too. Don't ask me why. Did it just have instant death on its physical attack? I don't think I've ever seen that before in Final Fantasy VI. Oh good, Esper levels. Guess we weren't quite maxed out with some people. So, I had been giving him some vigor and stamina, but I feel like it might be completely worthless on him if you're always just in the back row throwing items. So, Shadow may be better if you just give him 120 speed or something. I don't know. I don't know if the vigor and stamina helps him out enough to really warrant it. Well, no big deal. Terra just died to instant death. It's cool. It's fine. I'm not salty. Random encounters. We're gonna have the same thing happen again, where we kill it and then it splits into 3 things that different things this time. Well, let's try killing it without magic. Maybe the magic was the trigger. I don't know. I don't know the mechanics for these things. I imagine the big Magitech armor thing has pretty good physical defense, but... You know what? Why would I cast Remedy when I've got, like, 99 of them? I think. Don't I? Yeah. I got 97 remedies. I got 94 bolt scrolls. It's a lot harder to get MP recovery. I mean, I probably got 99 tinctures, but that's not actually full restoration. Alright. Well, let's try ice on it. I don't know. It's just an air base. I'm sure it's lightning, though. Wow. Totally immune to ice? You can still freeze propellers and stuff. Get them coated in ice, and then they don't work very well, and it'll fall to the ground. Pretty sure I've seen planes and helicopters grounded in really cold weather. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Lots of experience, as you'd expect, for the final dungeon. Okay, so we made it back to the overworld, or sorry, the roof of the area. I have a feeling I maybe should have gone to the other direction in that split, but I'm not 100% sure. I forget this. I forget the order of where to go in here. I also have a feeling that it won't be too long before we're just running from all these battles, because they're kind of dragging the recording on more than anything. If every battle takes even a couple minutes, it's pretty hard to get progress, you know. I could cut all the battles out, but you gotta understand, when you're doing a recording like this, the more battles you have to cut out in post, or split it into 20 parts, it just makes it really difficult for me to, it takes considerable amounts of time to join all the videos together if I split them up or cut out all the battles. It's certainly something you could do if you wanted to be a professional, but I also feel like I'm giving you the honest impression of Final Fantasy VI Final Dungeon Brave New World, and if I cut all of the really difficult, time-consuming stuff out, it wouldn't give you a completely fair assessment, you know? Oh, I think I know what this room is. Yeah. Alright. Well, I wanted to at least get to one more boss today, so here we go. It's probably worth getting Float back on, just in case. I don't know for sure what elemental dragon this is, but this will be dragon number 7. Good luck. It's the gold dragon. So that means... Is this the lightning dragon, maybe? And weak to water? Which is good, because Drago's got a lot of water. Confuse. Just single target, not bad. I still will cast Scan on him, even though I would... No, I'm casting Slow on him. Slow is more important. It's probably water, but priority is get him slowed down. It didn't work. Dang it! It's just... It's not immune to it, I don't think. It just means we got the unlucky roll for status infliction. Now that... So he's got the ability to one-shot people. That's great. It's probably my own fault for trying to grind all those rages. And, I tried to get all the rages, and I tried to get all the steals, and I sort of increased the step counter more than you needed to the point where nobody has enough HP to survive a hit from Step Mine. And it's kind of a jerk move, video game. Well, it might be enough to keep her alive through a hit. And everyone else has regen anyway, so... It did a fair amount. looks like my guess of him being the lightning dragon is pretty solid. So I bet you if you see water here, it should do a reasonable amount of damage, respectable even. Yeah, that's got to be double damage from a throw. There's no way he would do that much normally. I still think from Cyan, the only real option is the quad good attack. And that's still going to be over 10,000, so that's fine. Defense ignoring 4 times hit. Physical counter wasn't too bad. I still haven't slowed him, and I still haven't actually got my defenses up. Because he keeps... You're a dirty cheater. I have to bring him back up. We can't let it stack up with too many dead characters. I'd love to go Tsunami. Well, this fight is going all kinds of nowhere. We've seen 2 attacks from the Gold Dragon that have one-shot characters at full HP. That's, No, I didn't. Never mind, I lied. Cyan had taken physical damage from the Bolt Claw. That's the attack. So, I don't think enemies should have access to that. Or in my opinion, the calculation should be readjusted. Because it's not... It's just not cool to have an undodgeable, unsurvivable attack. I mean, we've done a little bit of damage to the boss, but we can't really get buffs going if he can just kill people anytime he wants. It takes out the strategy and makes you just... It makes me stuck, constantly, just reviving people and trying to survive undodgeable instant death attacks. It's... I guess haste is still worth it, but... I also can't recast Regen X with Cyan anyway. Terra can do it, but... I was trying to get to the point where we actually had some defenses up, but, like, I mean, we have not made any progress at all here. I haven't even slowed the boss. I don't even get a turn, like... And then Shadow doesn't even get the benefit of that, of course. It wasn't my intention to to have Cyan fight the boss entirely on his own while everyone just revives each other. That was certainly not the plan. Now, he'll probably get counter-killed here, you watch. And that's my own fault for being impatient, but... No, look at that. We're fine. What can Shadow possibly do? Well, he can do some damage. Gotta get some damage on this gold D. The D stands for something else today. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not like I've been trying to get any buffs on people. Whatever. Terra's on heals, everyone else just attacks where they can. If he's gonna kill people in one hit, then there's no point really worrying about buffs or haste or float or anything, because he's just gonna be a jerk about it and kill you anyway, so... Probably doesn't have more than, like, 50,000 HP is my guess. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? I'm a pretty high level in my opinion, and I don't have very many characters with over 2,000 HP. Not too many can have it at this level, so... If he's got an attack... I mean, okay. I guess if Shadow had lightning protection, which, knowing you're fighting the lightning boss, if you knew what type of dragon this was, you could reload it and, try to give everyone some sort of lightning elemental protection, and that would make it a lot easier, no doubt. There was no save point right before the boss, though, you may have noted. Or, if there was, I missed it. I probably just missed it. Wind element, not too bad. Could be some of my, I mean, I think Terra and Strago have a lot of magic defense type armor. It's more, obviously, Shadow and Cyan just don't have access to it, like... I don't think either of them could equip the shields that you might want that had, like, thunder protection or wind protection on it. It's not bad. I mean, I think we've got this boss. He's got to be very nearly dead. And if I'd known 100% for sure that he was the Lightning Dragon, I mean, I think Strago has maybe the Thunder Shield on. Like, we could definitely have built a party that could wipe him out. Or a set of equipment that would wipe him out. I bet you this kills him. He can't have that much more HP left. No? Alright. Storm does water damage. We got like 3 people who can do 10,000 damage. That's 30,000 damage. Oh, actually, never mind. The whole party together can do about 30,000 if he, You know, the thing is, we never slowed him. That was my problem. If we just slowed him down, we would have been fine. That first miss on the slow from Terra really set us up to be struggling, because it was so much harder to catch up with his instant death attacks. Well, they're not instant death, but you know what I mean. His you gonna die attacks. Okay, well, 1 dragon down, 1 left. And Muscle Belt, I don't think I've seen that before, so let's learn. Alright, so it's the same as the, it's the physical version of the Crystal Orb. We already had the Power Glove, which did that. This is then like the Power Glove. It's more like the Power Glove, but also HP boost. So that's probably pretty good for like Cyan, but... I mean, I built him for counters. Would I rather just give him some HP and some, Nothing he has boosts his HP. Yeah, you know, it's probably not a bad item for him. The Hero Ring boosts his HP. But 25% damage is worth 7 Vigor any day of the week. Because that should make his Tempest do 25% more damage. And instead of doing like 10 to 11,000, that'll be closer to 13,000 damage. Yeah, I don't see any real downside to that. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost positive that through this room is the way forward, so we're going to do a little bit of backtracking with Terra's party. Just because I didn't go into some optional side areas. Alright, we're going to see all the surface enemies. I would assume the Marlborough or Greater Marlborough is weak to fire, but the evil Oscar, that is to say. Damage wasn't that impressive. I'm running low on MP though. Try a Storm. Unlife, that'll be zombie, right? For sure. Didn't work. Honestly, Bad Breath would have been considerably worse than maybe turning one person to a zombie. Alright, so... there's your Bad Breath. Yeah, thanks! Alright, well, Poison and probably... Mute is the word. Well, let's see if my calculations were correct here. Yeah, so we were looking at like mid-2000s for damage per hit. Now we're up to 3, so that put him up to 12,000 damage. That's a pretty good jump. Too many negative status ailments. This fight shouldn't be too bad unless they've got some more tricks up their sleeves. Like that, right, always cyclonic. But, never mind. We're fine. I still think we should top up some HP though. Kinda want to save the Ninjato for bosses that don't have elemental weakness we can take advantage of. So then we can use stuff like this here. Works. It's strange. It looked like Shadow got hit by that, but he didn't take damage. Not sure how that works. Usually you get some sort of animation if your magic block takes effect, but... Anyway, we have not been here. Yeah, see, we needed to come back here. Hey, it's the second ribbon! That's good. Was I going to switch that over? No, there's a different item that I'm going to assign to Terra once we find it down here, I'm pretty sure. It's good, but it doesn't block death, apparently. Alright, so now we can go back to Celeste. Let's just keep focusing on Celeste's team for now. We'll get to Realms eventually. That's the team I'm least looking forward to. Hey, it's the Magitech Research Facility. We've been here. We're fighting some Robomechs again. Alright, back to this team. What does this team need? They need a little bit more auto crossbow. We need some lightning element here. What's Gao got that does lightning to multi-targets? I mean, I'm sure he has something. I know the Harpy does single target lightning. I think the Flash Rain is probably about as good as we get, which is water lightning. I don't think there's any pure lightning rages, not that I can think of, to multi-target at least. And I think Weegula can do... I think they can do that. Shock will probably work. So are they countering... Is that a counterattack? Yeah, it probably is. So... That was a tool that hit them. Alright, that was 3 counters from the tool? Seriously? Oh. Thanks, Weegula. Yeah, well, you know. That's what you get for Gao, unless you've memorized his stuff perfectly. Why is Gao still on the team? Why did I ever think to bring him? Such a liability. Yeah, I know, I mean, that's my own fault. I should have known. But, Come on, just stay alive for a second here, Celeste. Grav bomb. Sure, why? Alright, we're not dead. Just heal quickly. So Edgar dies to sap or something, and Gao gets killed because... Wasn't he... Like... How did that kill him? He was a plant thing from the Phoenix Cave. Like the water lightning absorbing plant. And that's weak to heal. I don't understand Gao's rages. They're so bad. Gao is just the worst. Unless I selected the wrong rage accidentally. Yep, thanks, elementals. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, counterattacks. It's just so bad. Alright, we managed to survive, the people that count. This was such a strong party back when it had Cyan in it. And then I swapped him for Gao. I just don't understand what people see in the kid. I hear some people do like him. I just can't see it. Alright, so Gao, clearly... I did set the Weegula. Maybe that's the wrong one. Maybe I was meaning the Sea Flower. Okay. Okay, I didn't select the one I was thinking of selecting. The Weegula is the one from the overworld. I didn't know it was undead. Or had Quake. I think it's the one from the overworld. The one that kind of looks thorny. I think? Anyway, I'll try. I think I meant to try the Sea Flower, so let's give that a go. So that should be Water Elemental. It did acceptable amounts of damage. Seeing as Sabin can't even attack physically anymore, we'll have to use some blitzes. I mean, Shock is doing great damage. Yeah, thanks. So glad that I gave him the black belt, hey? Okay. Prove to me your worth, Sabin. Not very much damage, is it? I need to figure out which enemy has the acid rain, or whatever you call the lightning water attack. Shock rain or something? I'm sure it's something vaguely lightningly and waterly. But it's just not coming to mind when I'm looking at his rages. And I just don't have the time to... I mean, I actually have a printout with all of his rages on it. But I just don't have the time to comb through it whenever you're like, okay, now we need lightning. What do we... Gao's gonna be so bad. Wish I had lightning now. That's... I do think it would be better if you could just get 2 Frost Gores and 2 whatever the lightning version was. Because there's no changing them once you've got them, and... I mean, it means his physical attack's probably useless on this, what looks like to be a boss. Alright, Guardian. Warning. Live without warning. I mean, try not to get killed immediately. Boss rush mode. Okay. Well, we'll see. Hey, I thought we'd never fight Ultros again. Didn't he promise us? It could be worse. Alright, now, one of the reasons I did end up bringing Gao is he is one of the very few wielders of the haste X. Which is still pretty good, even if his rages are basically worthless. Let's try to get slow. I mean, I don't know what all this boss is gonna do. I was supposed to switch Leo's accessory off of Celeste for bosses too. But I forgot. Well, let's just scan him. I mean, he did say boss rush mode, so I assume he's like switching between some of the bosses we fought, which is fine. He still has lightning weakness. Did Ultros have lightning weakness? I wonder if his weakness will switch with his boss weaknesses. That makes like, if he does alternate between different bosses and weaknesses, that makes Gao incredibly bad for this fight. Kinda sucks. I guess we'll give everybody float, just in case there's some Quake coming in here. And, we've already slowed him. Oh well, let's just start jumping. So, he did say ice and lightning, right? Yeah, so either of these should... But Celeste doesn't have the MP. We're gonna have to start popping ethers here in no time. Oh yeah, I forgot, Sabin has... I finally have a good team with Sabin again. We can start doing, like, guaranteed status inflictions, which the other teams can't do. So, Suplex would give him slow, and we wouldn't have to worry about the spell missing. Such a good spell. Such a good blitz. Alright, well, you know what? You can just help out with remedies then. Alright, well, we did not do very much physical damage with that jump. That was, well, I mean, the Guardian probably has huge physical defense, so that's probably fair. Let's try to get a little bit of healing on Edgar here quick. And, I don't know if... Well, Pummel should still inflict sap. Drill is defense ignoring, but we're gonna do like half damage in the back row. At least he dodged that one. Soul Train! Oh no! We're all dead. Evil Toot is gonna confuse the whole party. Yeah, I mean, that's... You guys remember. I'm still having nightmares about the Evil Train. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Gao. You waste all your MP and you haste the boss. There's few things you could do that are worse than that. I really should try to get regen on most of the people, though. So this is Phantom Train mode. That's good. The good news is, even though Gao hasted him, he's pretty easy to slow after that. And I guess we'll just go with regen's on. Who's missing regen? I think it's all the only people that have it right now are Edgar and Gao, so. Don't really want to spend too much time putting buffs on everyone. I was gonna test drill, but now I can't see with Edgar. Okay, I do need to also test, I think I would like to do this, is if the boss weakness is changed, or the elemental weakness is changed when he switches. I would expect so, but you know, I don't really know. There you go. Gal's final purpose. Oops. Did I miss the scan? How do you miss a scan? Or did I... Am I totally drunk? Did I put in the wrong spell? Anyway, let's test out that drill. Oh man, it's been too long since I put in the bum rush combo, I forgot it. That did not do much damage. Back 2? Evil Toot. Yeah, I mean it's a delay boss more than anything here. He's designed to just sort of kill time, it seems, more than anything. I assume he's got a ton of HP and a ton of defense, so we're not really getting through well here. And that causes blind as well. Great. Well, we got the double jump off. That still adds up pretty well. You'll notice that I'm not raging with Gao, because if I did, I'd probably just do 0 damage and I'd have to reset him anyway and just waste more turns. Alright, well, if the boss... One more try. Since when does scan fail? Just pause here for a second, let's see. Come on, scan. Okay, he is still weak to lightning and water, even though he's now... Like, that made sense for Ultros, I think. That does not make sense for the train. So you still want to do water and lightning damage if possible. I was thinking I would use, like, Aura Bolt if he was weak to... well, I'll still try it, but if he was in Phantom Train mode, you know, that should work pretty well. Or you could use, like, Cure Magic on him, for instance. Kind of... Unfortunately, I don't have the right weapon equipped for Edgar. If he's weak to water, there is a Water Lance. I didn't know to equip it. Well, if he's not switching then, it gives me more information. So water and lightning, I guess the Sea Flower again. Let's do this. Let's do this, Gao. And big money, no money. Just goes fuck too. Alright, well, you know what it is? It means the only way to do damage is to burn Celeste's MP. What a shame. Yeah. Or to not suck when tapping in blitz inputs. What? What? He jumped? What is going on with this boss fight? If you're not in the air, you better jump, or you better defend. Good start. Gao can't defend, so he'll just waste his time. That's fun. Alright, just defend, because I'm expecting probably to get killed here. Well, I say that, it's probably better to have HP. Oh, he didn't even do that much damage. Jumping Guardians, hey? Aren't these things, like, heavy? Alright, please be susceptible to Bum Rush. It's defense ignoring, so, you know. I will say that Sabin has decreased in usefulness a little in his, late gameness. He's still not bad by any means, but people like Cyan and Edgar and all the real powerful mages have kind of outscaled him later on. Probably as intended. No MP, huh? No way to steal MP. Well, I'll just throw in Bolt 2 and we'll waste some ether on her, I guess. It's not a waste. We're at the last dungeon. It's just... It's extremely limited. Like, I only have 8 left. I think there's probably like 12 in the whole game or something like that. I'll use Edgar for a little bit of healing here because Celeste gets a lot more damage done with her magic. Well, a lot more. She gets more damage done with her magic than Edgar's jumps. Not sure it's significantly, though. It might be better to just have her on healing mode, but... Oh, you know, I completely forgot. So technically, I should see how well this works now at a high level. Uh-oh, he's moved on to crane mode. Watch out for the kick. But yeah, Chakra is our other MP restoring method. It still hasn't scaled, really. I mean, that's less than 1 casting of Bolt 3, and then we could also do this to recover MP. But I found both of these MP restoration methods don't do enough to really matter. Like, that's such a small amount of MP for the cost. It's not really worth it. Summon Crusader. I think it's poison, though. I'd rather take the 999 for sure. That's fun. Alright. What are we gonna do here? We can jump again? Seems like that's a counterattack. Good to know Gal's contributing to the fight. Ah, 8. Almost, well, I'll say 7,000 damage. That's still pretty good. Ha! Little did he know. Of all the elements to be strong with, fire is not the one we're afraid of. Okay, now Gal seems to be doing less damage, so... Were the first 2 enemies the same elemental weakness and I just didn't notice it? It's all a mystery to me. We can't even really scan him because of his, Well, he had auto-reflect. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well... I guess I'll try an Aura Bolt here. If it does tremendous damage, maybe it is Death Gaze weaknesses. Nah, it's not pretty. That's not that impressive. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. Alright. Well, let's test out if he's still weak to lightning, or if we should be switching. Ah, you know what? We've all got fire immunity. Let's just test out if Murton does anything. It's fine. Who cares about Gao? He's not doing anything. Should've just left him on item chucker. Also, he got healed anyway. Ha! But that did not do enough damage to the boss, by the way. That was a lot of MP for very little reward. I wonder if the condemn timer ticks down while you're jumping. It's another secret bonus for jump if it doesn't. So useful. I know I should probably be healing these people, but I'm lazy. Right. I'm not lazy, I planned that one all along. So now that he's got Reflect on, there's pretty much nothing we can do Celeste-wise. That's great. This is just a time sink of a boss. Holy smokes. Up to the hidden now. I wonder if we can dispel that. If he reflects it, probably not. 2,000 damage. Oh, this is getting even worse. The actual damage output is... Okay, Gal, just hurry up and die. You are basically useless. Just have to heal you every round right now. Well, the good news is there's a way to stop him from doing that. Oh, you know what? We should try the bouncy ball. That's what I should do. Clearly, the solution is to use the ball that bounces. I think we could buy them somewhere, so I bought a few. What's it gonna do? I don't know. It did more damage than Gao can do. Whatever. Let's try, let's turn him into a magic pot. That's gonna help. There you go. Slap the Guardian. What are you supposed to do with Gao? So, what do you think? Is it worth trying? We need defense ignoring attacks here, so... If that removed, let's just test out with something simple, like, I guess he would reflect slow if he can, so we'll find out. It's good. Celeste doesn't need her MP, just drain it right away. It's not like I need to preserve my ethers. You know, I was ragging on Sabin, but he's doing the most damage in this fight. Most reliable damage. Alright, so he didn't reflect it anyway, that's what counts. Good job, Gao. You're really contributing. Alright, so now that we have no MP, we can't cast Bolt 3. Yeah, it's fun. Why not? Also, if he previously had some sort of barrier on, that was reducing the damage from jump and all that. This will probably kill Gao, but that's for the best. Yeah, it's more experience for the rest of the team, my opinion. System malfunction? Now what? Uh-oh. The AI has turned upon itself. Wait, I know this song. It's supposed to be silver coins. Well, that was a cool little shout out there to the other amazing Super Nintendo Square RPG. Good, so Gao doesn't get any EXP or EP or spell points. Screw him. Alrighty, well that was quite the fight. And I believe that's the end of Celeste's journey, unless we missed some treasure with her. Which is possible. It wasn't the worst boss fight we've ever had. I'm still struggling with the fact that we can't use tents. I know I've said it way too many times, but, I mean, if there was access to more ethers... I mean, I've got tinctures, right? Tinctures, but you have to use... Like, I used 10 out of 100, or 10 out of 9 out of 99, a tenth of our supply, just to kind of top up one character's MP, basically. It's fine. You know, it's not the end of the world, it's just... It seems like it's really difficult in Brave... It's not the end of Brave New World, but it's difficult to recover MP, and it's frustrating me that I'm so limited. Like, ethers are good. They're better than they used to be, but they're incredibly rare. I guess we've got a fair number of elixirs. It's too good to use Syndrome. I always save them for the very final battle. We're in the final dungeon. When we're fighting difficult bosses, I shouldn't be shy, and I should just use them, but... You know, there are more big bosses coming, and they could be more difficult, so you gotta have the emergency stashed. So then I feel like, seeing as I'm preserving what little I've got, I can't really spend her MP on those big expensive spells, because you can only do it a couple times. And even Murton, as much as it's supposed to be fancy damage, it barely damaged that boss at all. I think he had a lot of magic defense. I needed something... I probably should have tried Holy, actually, because it ignores magic defense. I didn't even really think of it. Yeah, that would have been a good option to try. Like, if he's weak to Lightning, Lightning's probably better. But Holy is cheaper, and it might have done good enough damage. Anyway, We're going to end the episode here because that was 2 boss fights for today's episode. We can continue on with Terras, and we can start Realms at some point. I'm not backtracking with Celeste. If she missed something, she missed something. That's all. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the final dungeon. It's going to take a few more episodes. It's not a huge dungeon, but, well, Brave New World. You got me. You're making me stretch this into like 5 episodes rather than just a couple. Alright, folks. I'll see you next time.